Thank you, Co-Chair. On behalf of the National Security Advisor, Federal Republic of Nigeria, it is indeed a great delight for me to deliver this Nigeria statement on this 11th the Global Counter Terrorism Forum Ministerial Plenary session, which presents yet another milestone in our collective effort and way to concertedly, resolute and sustained resolve make the global space a better place for all. The GCTF remains a veritable platform for sharing best practices in our drive to counter violent extremism all around the world. As a country, once again, we are pleased to be attending the 11th Ministerial Plenary meeting, and we deeply acknowledge the important work being accomplished through these meetings over the last decade. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, inasmuch as the menace of terrorism has become and remained the cross of discourse in every meaningful deliberation along the line of socio-political and economic development of the nations of the world, on behalf of our great nation, Nigeria, I bring you all good tidings in this global forum that by reason of our collective destiny as a nation, we have decided to forge ahead irrespective of the outward ideological stand of these non-state actors to unleash terror on the well-being of our people by their wanton desires to collectively counter violent extremism in order to fulfill the purpose for which our country is bettered. Therefore, on behalf of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I extend our deep appreciation to the co-chair of the Global Counterterrorism Forum, and indeed the representative members countries for their unalloyed continuous collaborative effort and cooperation in designing and developing real-time strategy to combat the challenge of global terrorism. It is not in doubt that by virtue of the new wave of calculated design of the onslaught initiated by this non-state actor with their inglorious dissemination in our land, a grand desire to create terror and fear in the minds of the innocent citizens around the world, the success of many programs designed by the federal government of Nigeria is fast changing the narratives as a wide range of Boko Haram terrorists, Islamic State for West Africa provinces, and other insurgents of our key ideology are presenting and laying down their arms in surprising numbers. That is not to say that pockets of these groups are still not clustered all around the countries, particularly in the Northeast. Permit me to say that this new development is fundamentally traceable to the support and the synergy enjoyed by Nigeria through the GCTF platform. Nigeria, one among several countries faced with the threat of terrorism, is without any form of equivocation positioned to work in tandem with existing result-oriented paradigm, exemplified in our climb with record of success in winning this global terror. We are leveraging on this strategy by taking advantages of such successes-oriented global effort to allow for the exchange and cross-pollination of ideas to counter this global menace. Let me mention at this point, as co-chair of the Criminal Justice and Rule of Law Working Group, I would love to reaffirm with a reinforced satisfaction to state that Nigeria and Switzerland have remained formidable partners in advancing the objective of the forum along the line of existing best practices around the global space. Ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate the 20th anniversary of the 9/11 and remembering the victims of terrorism, we must, as a nation, act decisively to address the structural factors associated with terrorism and violent extremism, like corruption, weak institutions, human rights abuses, and all forms of discrimination, be it political repression, ethnic, and religion. These factors contribute to vulnerabilities that can be exploited and have continued to be exploited by returning terrorists and other criminal groups. We also need to strengthen the collection, use, and sharing of evidence. As we win in the battlefield, we must also work hard to bring terrorists to justice, and in order to also ensure that victims get judgment. We must review our administrative measures to complement other counterterrorism efforts, improve measures such as asset freeze, travel ban, expulsion orders, and counter restriction will be effective in dealing with the individual considered at risk as national security who may wish to move from one country to another. Finally, Nigeria remains committed to all the milestones of the work plan, and we continue to work with all the GCTF members towards achieving the strategic vision of the GCTF co-chairs to achieve the objective of the forum. I thank you for listening.